Hello to all my American Horror Story historians. I have not said that in quite some time, and I'm so happy to be back with you all today. I just wish I had better news. Yes, in lieu of doing something more traditional, a countdown, a recap, a video essay about American Horror Story, I'm going to give you all an update about American Horror Story Season 13. It's not going to be a great update. This isn't going to be a fun video. This might not even be a long video. I'm going to read you all what somebody has said, give you some predictions, give you my feelings on what's happening, and we're going to go from there because we might not have American Horror Story this year. I don't know when we're going to get it back. It's not even ordered. We'll get into it. Let's talk about it because, my God, we are all about to be frenetic and scared and shook. And is this the end of American Horror Story? Yes, everyone, it is true. We are in a weird state for American Horror Story. We have been waiting for an update on Season 13, maybe casting news, maybe a theme. You know those little cool trailers that Ryan Murphy can drop on his Instagram? I remember the double feature one, that one about Red Tide, and we were all like, ooh, spooky, cool, that Orville Peck song played. I even remember the 1984 ones. Those were fun and got me hyped. I am been eagerly awaiting a Ryan Murphy update on American Horror Story, but we did not get one anytime soon. We're entering the summertime. This is usually when we're starting to film a season. Still nothing. And then we got an update from an executive from Disney. If you do not know, Disney owns Fox. Fox is in the FX, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, conglomerations, monopolies. I can't get into all of that. But yes, a Disney executive is the one who gave us our latest update on American Horror Story. And it's interesting. I'm going to read it all for you because there's a lot to say here and there's a lot to talk about from this statement. In a recent interview with Deadline Hollywood, Eric Schreier, who is a Disney Television Studios executive, gave us a bit of an update, getting us some details on Ryan Murphy's position, American Horror Story, and Season 13. The way we work with Ryan is different with other creators. He's in a select few group of people that, if he has a great idea for another American Horror Story, we're going to figure it out. We don't have another incarnation of American Horror Story ordered, but it is a franchise that, by design, can always be rebooted. And so when Ryan has an idea that is great and can figure it out with his schedule of all things that he's doing, I could very well see us doing another installment. No new season ordered, a reboot? What is going on with American Horror Story? Ryan Murphy is one of the busiest people in Hollywood right now. Movies, television, spin-offs of television shows, spin-offs of those spin-offs. I get that Ryan Murphy is busy, but what about American Horror Story? I've built my career on this YouTube channel about American Horror Story, and I'm not just saying it because I want the content to talk about, but I'm just saying we had Season 13, unlucky number 13. We had all these hype about bringing back Sarah Paulson and Evan Peters for this epic send-off. Then we had people like Jessica Lange who's just like, baby, I'm not returning. You can boatload, put a boatload of money in front of me. I ain't coming back. So we were kind of getting the landscape of who was willing to return, who Ryan Murphy was thinking about. And that's kind of where it fell off. He was debating ideas. This was supposed to be the final season. I think Ryan Murphy has hit a point where Quentin Tarantino is of they've given their final project a number. I'm going to stop at 10 and I want to stop at 13 for American Horror Story. Okay, cool. And now they're getting to those numbers, and I don't know if they just don't know how to close off this chapter in their life. It's crazy because American Horror Story hasn't been the same for quite some time, but it's still a worthwhile watch. It's still appointment television for a lot of us. Even with Delicate last year, where a lot of people weren't the biggest fans of it, it was still such a big conversation point with Kim Kardashian in the show. So the show's not completely dead. There is still life to be had here, especially with a season that is a love letter to all things American Horror Story. To me, that's what Apocalypse was. I know you guys have your issues with Apocalypse. Some people love it, some people hate it, but to me, that felt like the Avengers Endgame of all of this. It felt like American Horror Story was building up to this big event, interconnecting all these seasons, and then we had a nuke, and then we restarted the timeline and all that jazz. That was such a big deal, but much like Avengers Endgame from Marvel, American Horror Story has not been able to recover after that big event. Things have been much different post that season, and yeah, it's kind of what Marvel is now. It's okay, we're not going to end it, but are we going to take our time? Are we going to figure out what's going on? American Horror Story can take its time to figure it out, but how long are we going to wait? If there is no horror story in 2025 and the show does not come back to, let's say, 2026, 2027, Are you going to be okay with that? Would you sit and wait? Maybe the time apart from the series could be really good from us. Maybe they take a couple years off, really focus on a story, map the story from beginning to end, give us a middle, give us a closing. Maybe some time could really work for American Horror Story to breathe new life into it. I definitely think things have been odd with American Horror Story for quite some time, but I definitely think a time to sit and wait could be good. We've been banging these out almost every year for years now. For 12 years we've been doing these. We had some of the break with the pandemic and all that. Yeah, I'm not upset about an idea of a break. But how long? In the nature of television, in the nature of pop culture, where things move on and we're over it, do we have to then wait till American Horror Story is like retro? Then it comes back and we're like, oh, American Horror Story is back in a whole new generation who maybe they were 8 years old when that first season aired and now they're 18 and now they're like, ooh, I'm so excited. I remember my mom being in love with this show. Is that what we're going to have to wait for American Horror Story until it becomes Buffy, where it's like a nostalgic reboot? Remember, Charmed got rebooted. Dexter's been in a reboot. Are we going to have to wait that long for American Horror Story to become that kind of pop culture figure? Or can we start this in a couple years and that thirst will be there? I'm so confused on what to do and where to go. And I can imagine that is the exact Ryan Murphy thought, the executive conversation. Where do we take this and when do we start this process? It is hard. It is confusing. I'm just nervous. I'm nervous that we are going to wait until 2026 and then it's been too far gone and nobody tunes in. Oh, then, unless the season is like a banger. We have Kathy Bates. We have all of these people, even though Kathy Bates is retiring. Oh my goodness. Francis Conroy is like, what are we going to have anyone for the season by the time we're even airing? Like, we wanted it to be this big moment. Maybe the witches come back. Maybe we do a season where we're talking about all the other seasons. Who knows where we would have gone? But waiting more time, though, also feels like it's going to be times like Sarah Paulson's never going to want to come back. Evan Peters is never going to want to come back. Maybe we could have got them here, but maybe when it's a nostalgic trip for all these actors as well to be, oh God, you remember when we did American Horror Story? And then they come back and do a fun season. I don't know the route. I'm just worried that time off can, sometimes it, that separation makes the heart grow fonder, that absence makes that heart grow fonder. That could happen. But then sometimes in our day and age now, it could be gone for years and then just people forget it even existed. I guess this opens up to, what do you all want from American Horror Story Season 13? I don't know what I would want. My prediction would have been another big event like a apocalypse season, where we're bringing back past characters, where we're building new characters, but telling a story that feels like it's bigger than life, larger than life. That is exactly what I liked about Apocalypse. Apocalypse has narrative issues. I'm not going to deny that, but I love the grandiose feeling to it, that it felt like an event film. It felt like something we all needed to turn into if we've been following American Horror Story. I think I would like to see that for season 13. Just something about the number 13, just something about being around for 13 years. A pat yourself on the back in a season is long overdue. It could definitely work. I would like to see that. I would like to see people like Sarah Paulson and Evan Peters return. It's been a little bit since we've had them to really camp up the place. Double Feature is some of my favorite Sarah Paulson work when she's TB Karen, and I don't know, Evan Peters hasn't really given me a delicious AHS role in quite some time. He's been definitely eating it up on things like Dahmer. Poor choice of words. Anyways, yeah, so I would love to see, Jessica Lange come back as well, but no, I would love to see Kathy Bates, but she wants to retire. What's Dennis O'Hare doing? Do we bring back Emma Roberts? I like her as a actress, maybe not as a human sometimes, because the reports that we've heard, and then Angelica Ross has had her issues with AHS as well. It's like there's just so much going on where, like, I don't know who to bring back. I don't know what stories to tell, but I know that there's still life here. I know American Horror Story can come back together for a defining pop culture moment. It happens. Like, Lady Gaga is on the third wave of her career right now. We had the first, the Fame Bad Romance era. Then she had her Star is Born era. And now she just sold 2.5 million people out in Brazil. And again, that's 16 years into her career. So I think American Horror Story can follow that trajectory. It has its waves. It comes in and it comes out of popularity. But I just am curious of when it comes back, how it can come back, and what is going to be that defining moment. Like, if Lady Gaga didn't come back with Abracadabra just now, would she have been as big of a deal? So if American Horror Story doesn't come out with a banger season, was this 13th season a waste? Was all of this time for nothing? That's why I don't mind us sitting and waiting. I'm just curious, and I want to know what you all want from this season. I think that is a big key, is to give the fans something that they want. And I'm not all about listening to crazy fans. Like, you see it in Star Wars, you see it in Marvel, you see it in DC. All of these big fandoms, anime has to deal with it as well. Oh my god, even the K-pop idols have to deal with fans kind of trying to run the show. I don't want to see fans try to just completely book it, but I want to see something that feels like it's made for us. Delicate, to me, was not made for the American Horror Story people. NYC, a little bit. 1984 definitely felt like an homage to things American Horror Story fans would love. So I definitely want to see American Horror Story return to something for the fans. Something that we could all dive into, all sink our teeth into, and have a great time with. It is long overdue for American Horror Story to be fun, as well as scary as well. We have not had the fun we've needed for American Horror Story in quite some time, but we also have not been scared as we have been. If we're going to take time off, make the scripts fan servicey, make the scripts scary, and make them fun. Give us a reason to turn into it. If we have to wait 4 years for American Horror Story, make it worthwhile. I would love us to see us maybe go on a pirate ghost ship. Maybe we have an evil cruise. Maybe we go to space. I don't know what exactly we're trying to do. I don't know why I just pitched 2 Fast and the Furious movies there for you all. I don't know what our plan is for American Horror Story, but I want it to return. And now with this news, I'm scared that it just might exist in the Disney pantheon of just things that were there, gone away, comes back and gone away, and they just never have the importance, the value that we all once put on it. I wish I was back with you all with an update. I wish this was a trailer reaction for a cast announcement for American Horror Story Season 13, but we're not there. I don't know when we're going to be there, and it's quite scary. It's quite crazy. I wanted to bring you all my feelings. I wanted to kind of just get my thoughts out. This was a very spur of the moment kind of video I made here. I've been, enjoying that my Yellow Jackets video of predictions for season 4 has been doing well and brought in some views, and so I'm really happy about that. I was just kind of let that video sit, but then I saw this news and I had this idea and I really wanted to talk with you all. So what are your feelings on American Horror Story Season 13? Are you okay with the wait? Do you want us to rush something out just so we can keep them up yearly? What do you all want to see? Who do you want to see on this season? And what theme would you love to see explored for 13th American Horror Story? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up because YouTube takes those way too seriously. And let's talk about American Horror Story right down below.